we have Executive Coach Pam Solberg-Tapper back here with her tips. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Maria.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Last month we talked about how to deal with difficult people, a very helpful topic for many of us.
Yes.
And this month is all about taking on the power of nonverbal communication. Why is this so important?
Well, this is important because part of our message is not just the words. In fact, a study has been done that shows us that 7% of the message is the words, 38% is the vocal variety, how you change up your voice and your pace, and 55% is actually your facial expressions and your gestures. So actions speak louder than words.
Oh, yeah.
And so the words are only 7% of the message.
I believe it, because so many of us, we are told that we can't hide what we're thinking, right?
It's exactly that, Maria. Absolutely.
All right, well, we have a video to watch
do.
here to show us what not to do. So let's take a look.
All right.
Oh, it's so great to
Have a seat.
have an interview here.
Tell me about your previous work experience.
Well, like I said, like recently, I've been working at an animal shelter.
That's good.
Yeah, to help them with their...
That'll be all. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh man, that was like the worst interview ever.
Well, yes, and of course it was exaggerated to prove our point today. But what we also know is the tips that I'm going to be giving today are probably common knowledge, but what we know, it's not always common practice.
Okay.
And so that's why we're going over them again today.
Perfect. So
Yes.
that was what not to do.
Exactly.
What should we do?
Well, one of the first things we should do is smile. And we often don't smile enough. And what smiling does is it breaks the ice between a relationship, especially if you don't know someone. And if they smile back to us, then that kind of puffs us up
Oh,
and gives
yeah.
us some more confidence. So
Smiles are
smile.
contagious.
It is, yeah.
All right, so smile's the first tip. What's the second one?
Well, the next one is eye contact. And in our culture, eye contact is really important. And it shows the other person that we're paying attention, that we're focusing on them. So the eye contact is important. Now, how much eye contact? Well, what we say is a few seconds periodically throughout the conversation. Or you can look away and come back, but making sure that that eye contact continues during the conversation.
And I'm sure that can help with focusing on the other person.
Absolutely.
And is that one of the topics?
Well, body language is another
Okay.
one. So it's in a conversation like this, and like in the interview, you kind of want to lean in, let the other person know that you're focused and that you care, having your facial expressions track along with them, and you can even nod, and that encourages the other person to talk a little bit more, and it creates that rapport in that exchange. So the body language is really important
Very
as well.
important. And then what's the final tip?
Final tip is the voice.
Ah.
And you've often heard it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So the voice is really important. And in this interview, you heard the interviewers say, that's good, or I think she also said, tell me about your work experience. Those are just common words, but it was the way she said it that was really demeaning and was off-putting to the other person. So it's really important to use vocal variety and pace and engaging voice when you talk with someone else.
And then if you combine all of those,
you've got good nonverbal communication.
Hopefully it all works together, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Wonderful. Well, those were some great tips.
That's good, Maria.
And hopefully people can not only know them, but actually practice them.
Exactly.
Thanks so much, Pam. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
We'll see you next month.